This is the question. Can you make crispy hash browns from rehydrated spuds in a container? That's the question. What I've done is I just took the box, and using their directions, I added water up to the level indicated, and I let that rehydrate. Now I am going to attempt to make some crispy hash browns. Stay with me. Here are my players. I've got my ghee, which is a clarified butter. I've got my hash browns, which have been rehydrated. And I've got some olive oil. I added approximately a little less than a tablespoon of the clarified butter to my skillet with the olive oil. And now we're going to see if we can get a crispy hash brown. Got my oil heating in the skillet. Here are my potatoes. Cooking this over a medium heat. And what I'm doing now is just bringing the hash browns more into a uniform patty. And we'll see if we can get these to crisp up. Starting to see it brown up around the edges, which indicates that the other side is possibly a little brown. I added a little bit more of the clarified butter on top so that when I turn it over, it will have more oil or butter to help cook. Now I hope this works. We'll see. Second one isn't as brown on the other side, so I'm going to give it a little bit more time. But it looks like we might have a nice little crust on that hash brown there. Let's try the second one. Voila! Got a crust on that side also. It works. Looks like rehydrated potato spuds can make crispy hash browns. We'll let that cook until the other side's brown, and we'll take them off. We've got a little smoke coming off, so I'm going to put the vent on. So how would you suggest going about serving these hash browns? There are a number of ways they can be used. You can actually put them on a hamburger so that you have a layer of the hamburger, lettuce, tomato, this hash browns. You can serve it with just breakfast, bacon and eggs and hash browns. You can also just serve it as a side dish, put a little sour cream on there. Some could call it going a long way to say this, but you could call it a potato pancake. It's flat. So I think I've got it. We're going to try a couple more. And I have the heat a little bit lower so that I get a slow browning instead of that fast browning we just had. The other thing I did not do on the other hash browns is I didn't put salt on them during the cooking process. I wound up putting it on at the end. I'm going to put it on now. I'm not going to put any pepper on it because I don't want the black flecks on there. So we'll just leave the seasonings limited to just the salt. They're browned on one side. I'm going to turn it over. That one wasn't as stable, but that's still cool because I'll just crunch it together there. The other thing I did not do with these, I did not add additional butter. I'm going to salt this side. We'll let those crisp up just like the first ones did. Let's do this again. I'm taking off the second batch. This one's not quite there yet. You turn it over. Let that side get a little bit more brown. Then I'm going to add some more clarified butter to my pan. And add in some more spuds. The question I asked in the beginning was, can you get crispy hash browns from rehydrated potatoes out of a carton? And the answer is yes. May have been a little bit too much. we have it. Hash browns. Ready to eat.